So then guys, picture this. You're out hiking in the middle of nowhere, and no cell service, your phone battery's on its last 3%, and just as you trip over a rock, you think, if only my watch could save me right now. Well, in just a few weeks, Apple might actually have the solution. Because yes, we are now only days away from the launch of one of the most anticipated Apple products of the year, the Apple Watch Ultra 3. And this isn't just another boring refresh with a new color. This is shaping up to be the first real generational upgrade in 2 years, and some of these leaks are absolutely wild. Back in 2024, Ultra fans were pretty disappointed. Instead of a new model, Apple basically said, here, have a black titanium finish and a slightly different band. Enjoy. It was like ordering a brand new iPhone and getting just a case. But 2025 looks very different. The leaks and rumors suggest that Apple is finally ready to push the Ultra forward in a big way. And today, we're going to break down the biggest upgrades that could make this the most powerful smartwatch Apple has ever released. And I promise by the end, you'll either be ready to pre-order or at least start dropping hints to your family about birthday gifts. Mark your calendars, because Apple's September event is expected the week of September 8th, with September 9th being the most likely date. That's when we'll see the Ultra 3 unveiled alongside the iPhone 17 and Apple Watch Series 11. Pre-orders should open on September 12th, and deliveries will begin around September 19th, so yes, in less than a month, you could actually have this thing on your wrist. And the good news doesn't stop. Their Apple is sticking with the same $799 starting price in the US. That's the same launch price for both Ultra 1 and Ultra 2. Considering rising costs and inflation, many expected it to creep toward $849 or even $899. But nope, Apple seems to want to keep the Ultra's reputation as premium but still attainable. And here's the kicker. When the Ultra 3 drops, the Ultra 2 will likely get discounted by about $150 at places like Amazon or Best Buy. So if you're budget conscious but still want an Ultra, that's going to be a very tempting option. Now, let's talk about the design. The Ultra 3 is rumored to have a larger display with much slimmer bezels. Right now, the Ultra's bezels are pretty noticeable, kind of like that one guy in a group photo who's standing just a little too close. With slimmer bezels, you'll get more usable screen space without the watch itself getting bigger. More room for workout stats, maps, and complications. And paired with this is a brand new wide-angle OLED panel, which basically means the watch face will look crisp and clear, even at awkward viewing angles. Whether you're sprinting, biking, just sneaking a look in a meeting while pretending to pay attention, visibility won't be a problem. Under the hood, we've got the new S11 chip. Now, no one is editing 4K video on their wrist, so don't expect raw speed like an iPhone. But this chip is all about efficiency and responsiveness. Apps will open faster, scrolling will feel smoother, and battery life could get a nice boost too. Apple has also hinted at more advanced machine learning, which could power smarter health tracking and maybe even new AI-driven features. Think of it less like a Ferrari engine upgrade, more like swapping your daily car for a hybrid. You won't notice the raw power. No. But you'll definitely notice how much smoother and more efficient everything feels. Connectivity is another area where things are getting interesting. This year, the Ultra 3 might finally make the jump to 5G. It won't turn your watch into a mini iPhone with gigabit speeds, but it will make calls, streaming, and maps more reliable, especially in crowded areas. And then there's the big one. Satellite SOS support. Yes, the same life-saving feature Apple introduced on iPhones is now coming to the wrist. Imagine being stuck on a remote mountain trail with no cell service. Just raise your wrist, and boom, you're pinging satellites for help. It's the kind of feature that makes you think, why didn't they do this sooner? But hey, better late than never. Health tracking also seems to be getting a massive upgrade. One of the most exciting rumors is blood pressure monitoring. This has been in development for years, but 2025 might finally be the year Apple cracks it. If it works, the Ultra 3 could warn you about high blood pressure before you even realize it. Combine that with ECG, SpO2, heart rate, and fall detection. And this watch is practically your personal doctor without the awkward waiting room magazines. And speaking of health, battery life is also getting some love. Even though the Ultra already lasts longer than a standard Apple Watch, it still can't compete with brands like Garmin. But Apple's rumored to be working on smarter power modes, basically like low power mode 2.0, instead of just dimming the screen.